In today's video, I'm going to be starting a brand new hardcore series in a snow-only world. This entire world is just one huge snowy plains biome and nothing else. This is going to be like a much more laid-back, like chill hardcore series than you might be used to if you're, normally watching hardcore stuff. But if you've been watching my survival world, you kind of know the vibes already. The reason I chose a snow-only world is just because my last video I made where I survived in a single biome world, it was a desert, so figured I would just go like polar opposite here. But I know what you're thinking, right? Like the Shram guy, he's super cool. He's like maybe one of the best builders I've ever seen. Just makes incredible builds. Also he's one of the most humble people to ever exist, probably. Like he usually doesn't talk too highly of himself. But I'm still on the fence, dude. I don't know if I should subscribe to the channel or not. And I hear you, right? Like, I know this is probably a very common thought, amongst the people watching right now. But let me try a little bit of persuasion, okay? Ready? What? Boom. Right? That's pretty cool. What about, hold on. Ready? Boom. Again. There's two. I have two cats, both cats would like you to subscribe. Do it for them. All right, not for me. Do it for them. Every subscriber is an extra little boop that they get. Yeah, I mean, am I using guilt tactics? Like, am I using my cats to guilt you guys into subscribing? Absolutely, but it's for a good cause. Okay, I promise. Anyway, though, let's take a look at this infinite snowy plains world. All right, welcome everyone to my brand new Minecraft world. Let me say, like, first and foremost, this is not going to replace the survival world. I'm still going to be playing the survival world. Just alongside it, I will also be sprinkling in episodes of this hardcore series. So as you can see, everything around me is snowy plains. This entire world is snowy plains. I love making new Minecraft worlds. It's one of my favorite things to do, honestly, when it comes to playing this game. Like, making a starter house, love doing that. Love me a good starter house. And let me see if I can just drop down here without taking any damage. I'm the best. Saw a little bit of coal, figured I would get this, and also get a little bit of stone. So yeah, like, my main priority here for day one is just to find a village. That'll keep me alive very long. I don't really plan on living in the village, but living near it should be good. But at least early on, like, that food is going to be very, very beneficial. I'm not sure if wild animals spawn in this biome, like, cows and sheep and stuff. Honestly, I have no idea. But it'll definitely be interesting to see, like, what blocks are the hardest to come by. I feel like that's something you normally don't realize until you're, like, in the thick of it, bro. Shout out KSI. Why did I say that? At least spruce wood isn't going to be difficult to find. There is a village right over there. Awesome. Let's head that way. I guess I should probably go over this, but the plans for this episode, usually the first episode in all my series kind of go the same way. The main goals are just to get iron armor and to build a starter house. Those are the two things I like to do in every single, like, opening episode. And I'm hardly getting any seeds. Wow. Okay, there we go. But that's the two things I like to do in pretty much every single first episode of a series of mine. I just feel like that always makes for just a good, successful first episode. And there is sugarcane. I was a little bit worried about that since this is all going to be ice. But that's amazing. This village is looking pretty good. A lot of houses in here. A lot of places to check out. A bunch of lanterns to steal. I'm going to be taking all of those. I'm so glad spruce isn't going to be a problem. The worst part about spending 100 days in a desert, like I did in my most recent, single biome world I was talking about, was just not having spruce. I'll take this furnace, though, and I'm also going to take this blue bed. Looks way better than this white one. Got some emeralds already, got some potatoes. That's big. I'm no lie, just going to take pretty much everything from these villages. I'm sorry, friends. Wait, is this what a blacksmith looks like in one of these villages? No lie, I don't think I've ever seen a snowy blacksmith. Interesting. Looks like we got another blacksmith. The first chest wasn't very blacksmith-like. Oh, this one's way better. Okay, well, there's half of our armor that we need. Also, 5 pieces of obsidian. I do want to keep taking these chests, but I'm out of inventory space. I don't need all this snow. I'm gonna imagine I'm not gonna have a shortage of snow around me. And look at that. We're gonna survive our very first night in this hardcore Minecraft world. It honestly was not difficult, even a little bit. Let's go ahead and sleep in the igloo for the first night. Why not? I can't imagine this is actually too warm in here. That was probably a horrible night's sleep. I'm actually unsure if I'm gonna be able to get wool. I don't know if there's a way to get a sheep. So I'm going to take all of this wool. It might be useful for like a carpet or something. And you know what would look great in here instead? Just a dirt floor. A lot of this stuff shouldn't be here. Also, spooky cave. I don't want to just like spend too long looting villages. I feel like I could just do this for hours and then get a bunch of stuff. So I'll go to these two and then probably call it. Though I'm like fairly certain there's a village back there. Like another one. Past the one I just looked at. I'll make my way back there eventually. I think I'll just start with this village, go to that one over there, and then probably just try to find a spot to settle down. We got some pigs. This is big. We also have some pumpkins over there. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in this area, and I should probably find a spot to settle down first, and then come back in this direction. I'm thinking we just go over here. Kind of across this like frozen pond. I'm gonna set up shop around here. For now, I'm just going to kind of offload everything into a chest. I'm going to make sure I screenshot the coordinates, and then we should be good to explore the nearby villages here. But I picked this spot because I feel like this little, like, circular section down here would be a cool spot to kind of, like, transform as, like, my main goal here. Just put a couple buildings, have, like, a tiny little village of my own over here. I think that would be a cool goal to shoot for here in this series. I don't really know if I have too many, like, main goals for this series. Like, I want to beat the game and then make like a little village area that I'm proud of, but that's kind of it. I feel like my goals will just kind of evolve like with every episode, you know? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. My bad. But I guess you can let me know in the comments here, like what types of builds you would like to see in this world, what types of goals you would like me to shoot for. Anything would be greatly appreciated. But I'm going to go ahead and start looting up the nearby villages. I guess I'll be back if I find anything really interesting. I just got my first iron in this world. I didn't even actually realize that was my first iron. But that's pretty big. I can make myself a shield here in a minute. Is there no way in this igloo? Oh, that's tough. Sorry about that one, brother. I didn't get anything too, like, unique from those villages. Just the basic, like, villager loot. I do want to get to this pillager outpost here in a little while. But let me gear up a little bit more first. I mean, honestly, with just a shield, I should probably be fine. I'll wait a little bit longer. Maybe I'll get iron armor first, and then I'll go tackle that. I do want to chop down a little bit of spruce, though, because I would like to set up just a very small temporary animal pen. I want to bring back those two pigs that were in the village, like, behind me. I want to start breeding those up because food is going to be an issue pretty early on, I feel like, in this world. So if I can kind of get ahead of that, that would be huge. I'm not really going for the design right now, but that should be good enough. Let me jog back to this village then and grab the two pigs. I should also probably, like, always have a boat in my inventory whenever I'm running around. You can fly down these, like, frozen rivers with a boat. You go so much faster than you do in water. Don't mind me. I'm taking their only, like, good source of protein. It's fine. Your villagers don't need anything else, all right? They actually don't even need to eat. I need this way more than they do, Mr. Golem. I could, I guess, make a little rabbit farm. They drop food, but it's fine. They do drop rabbit hide, though. That could be a good source of leather to at least make my bookshelves. I was trying to think of that when I was, like, running through the village. They might be my best source of leather. I could also just run around and kill, like, every horse I see, but that feels sad. All right, welcome to your new home. I'll warn you now, it is very cold. Let me see, can I give you potatoes? I feel like you'll breed with potatoes. You will. Awesome. Sweet. Okay, so I don't actually have to use my only carrot. I do want to plant down a little bit of a crop field, though. For starters, I'm just going to put my farm right here. I think this should work. Pretty sure as long as I cover the water source, it shouldn't, like, freeze back over. And then once I till all this land, I also don't think the snow will cover that again. So this should be good enough, at least as, like, a starter farm. I plan on making, like, little greenhouses and stuff. I think that'll actually look pretty cool. But let's get everything planted that I have. And just like that, I now have a starter crop farm and a starter-worthy animal pen. While I'm at it, I might as well throw down a little bit of sugarcane. I'm hoping this acts the same way, and this will actually grow, considering this won't turn into ice. But I'll be back to check on all these farms here in a little while. I think I should probably hit the caves for a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and craft myself up some torches and a shield, though. I guess I'm gonna head over this way. Looks like this could potentially go into a cave. Though, if I just see a cave that's easier to enter, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. That could be right here. I do gotta remember, I think polar bears are hostile, so you have to be a little careful. I think that might be hostile only if, like, their kid is around. But I kind of don't want to test that. Like, they could always just be hostile. Does this, like, keep going down? This is a really weird cave. But we got most of it lit up, so I can run back through here and grab all the coal. I didn't see any iron, though, but I'm sure I'll find some if I just go down a little bit deeper. I'm hoping I can find a trial chamber at some point in the near future, because I think that might be one of my only ways of getting moss. I mean, I think like a wandering trader could sell moss, but a trial chamber is one of the better ways to find it for sure, like at least compared to a wandering trader. I don't think I could find a lush cave in this world. The reason I say that is because the way that this world is set is that it is only like a snowy plain biome. And I think if I walked into a lush cave, like the biome would change. So sadly, I don't think I could get moss like the traditional way. There's some lapis right here. That's pretty cool. So hopefully like a wandering trader will sell it. Or I can just get lucky and find a trial chamber with like a slime spawner in it. That's how I ended up finding moss in my my desert world that I was talking about before. But we do have a bit of a cave. We have iron down there as well. I'm scared. I heard a spider. There's probably gonna be some friends of that spider down there. I don't want to deal with this. I just really don't. See a spider and a creeper. Any skeletons? That's the one I'm really not looking forward to. I'm trying to put some torches around like the exit so I can get back here quickly. Okay, I'm just gonna start trying to run around. I know there's like a couple creepers chasing me and whatnot, but if there's no skeletons, I should be able to light this all up relatively easily. And then we can deal with all the mobs here in a second. This cave is actually decently big. Cool. And I'm passing a lot of iron on the way, which is really nice. This will be a great cave to continuously come back to. It looks like it's pretty huge. Yeah, that just keeps going that way for a long while. Okay, there's probably a ton of iron in this cave then. And we're also at deep slate level, so there could be diamonds around here. I don't want to go too far. Yeah, that keeps going. That keeps going for a long time. There's also a skeleton down there, so I'm not going to really risk it. Don't know how well you guys can see, because the dark caves on YouTube look awful, but this cave goes on for a minute. But I'm just happy for right now to collect up this little bit of iron. I'll go on a little bit further, but I definitely don't want to overstay my welcome. I think I've already made 3 crafting tables in this world. I just keep forgetting to take them with me. But as I'm waiting for this iron to smelt, I guess I'll try to gain more territory. See if I can just run up a little bit further and just light up another section. Yeah, this is actually an excellent cave to kind of start out with. This cave goes on for a really long time. I'm probably going to come back to this spot for the next couple episodes to mine. And it should be relatively easy to light up, actually, so we can make this cave just progressively more safe. That gets a little awkward down here. I smell diamonds down there, though. I feel like there's diamonds. I'm not going to check them out yet. Let me get geared up a little bit more. I still don't have a full set of iron armor. All right, those are all the torches I have, but I've claimed a lot of this cave so far. Certainly enough to get a decent stockpile of iron. Let's go ahead and make an iron pickaxe for the first time, and also an iron chest piece. And then I will be able to finish off this iron armor here very, very shortly. At least, though, like, after we resurface out of this cave, I could probably go to that pillager outpost. Not really sure, like, what I'll find there that'll be too valuable. But I can at least have access to another wood type, so that's cool. Like, not infinitely, of course, but mining out all the birchwood in there does give you a decent amount. I will post the seed in the description, by the way, if anyone wants to, like, follow along and play along with me here. All I ask is that you please don't, like, spoil where things are. That's it. You can play along, obviously, like, share what you've done with me if you'd like. You can join my Discord or, like, send it to me on Twitter. But yeah, all I ask is don't tell me where things are. Like, don't tell me if there's a spawner near my base or something, or, like, where the end portal is. But obviously, just, you know, be aware you need to be on a snowy plain only world. If you put this seed on a regular Minecraft world, it will not look like this. And you also got to make sure it's snowy plains. There's a couple different snowy biomes. I have to keep reminding myself that this is hardcore Minecraft. I've played my forever world for so long at this point that I'm used to just being able to die. I gotta just, like, tell myself every so often that, like, hey, dude, you're playing hardcore. Don't do anything stupid. That probably won't stop me. I'm definitely still gonna do stupid stuff. But I might catch a couple, you know? I might catch a couple of the dumb things I would have done if I hadn't told myself that. Oh, the first redstone in this world. I I know nothing about redstone, dude. I can make like a sugarcane farm sometimes, and that's about it. And I seriously say sometimes, like, I am not good with redstone in the slightest. I mainly just take it for the experience, I'm not even gonna lie. All right, so, what, 55 iron? Not bad at all for the first mining trip. And also, this completes my set of iron armor. I feel a little bit safer now. I can make 8 more torches just with the few sticks that I still had on me. So I'm gonna light up just a little bit more of this cave. But man, this really goes down there. Oh, there's diamonds. There's diamonds right there. I think we risk it. It's not even like a huge risk. I'm going in for it. There's a creeper in front of me. No. I was hoping I can mine it before he got to me. All right, let's let this creeper blow up. Thank you. Makes the child way easier to kill. I'm sorry, you guys probably can't see anything right now, but I'm going to war. All right, get this diamond and leave. 1 diamond. Any more? No? Okay, we're out. We got a diamond. I'll call that a success. And you know what? I'm feeling confident. I'm gonna kill my first skeleton. Look at me go. But that was a really successful first mining trip. Let me resurface. And then I think I can probably head towards that pillager outpost. Can you find moss in those? Part of me feels like you can. Or like bamboo or something. Bamboo would also be massive. That's another block that's going to be potentially difficult to get. I'm just going to kind of put this like deep slate pillar here for right now, so I can remember to come back to that cave. Here's a test. Are you going to attack me? I don't think so. I feel like they only attack if their kid is nearby. So we should be good. Let me throw everything in my chests, and then I will head towards that pillager outpost. Of course, I will also organize this chest here in a little while. That time is not now, though. Oh, there's also a ruined nether portal on the way. Awesome. Can't wait to find my first notch apple in here. Okay. Wait, this is actually the truer test. Are you gonna kill me? You are gonna kill me. Oh, God. Should be okay. I'm sorry to do this. I really don't want to kill you. Actually, I'm just gonna kind of run away. You're gonna keep following me? No God apple. But we got a little bit of stuff. I also do want those gold blocks. I'll come back for him later. Maybe that polar bear will be gone. I just feel bad killing him. They might give me like leather or something too, but it's not worth it. He's just trying to protect his kid. All right, what do we got up here? Some dark oak. Not too much, but a little bit. Also a crossbow and a horn. Cool. Kind of want my crafting table back, though it doesn't really matter. There are some allays. Do I free them? I will. Is that enough to free them? Is it just 1 block they need? I think it is. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Hold on. This could be problematic. Bob and weave. Bob and weave, boys. All right, Iron Golem, go to town. There we go. Okay, now he's going nuts. Go get him, Iron Golem. I'm gonna let out the allays. And let's stay near the Iron Golem. Go get him. Alright, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Hopefully this Iron Golem just stays here and I can kind of take everything from this place with a little bit of supervision, you know? I don't know if he'll despawn, though. But I'm going to run home. Oh, look at this, dude. It's the first snowfall. It's so cozy. I can't wait. I cannot wait to build a cabin with like a fireplace. Oh my God, the vibes. The vibes are going to be immaculate. Can't wait for it. I should probably get started on that here soon, though. I would like some more wood types. I mean, I could probably just make it mostly out of spruce and make it okay. All right, it is time to take another nap, though. And then, yeah, I guess I'll start gathering up some materials for the starter house, the starter cabin. I'm thinking up here will be a good spot for it. So actually, before I grab any materials, let me go ahead and clear off this like top layer of dirt. All right, and I think this will be a good enough like space for this little log cabin. just slightly elevated. Yeah, I feel like it'll look really cute up here. I will definitely have to go through and terraform this a little bit better as well, because it does look a little bit awkward in some places. But I don't want to worry about that too much right now. Like, as long as we have the plot of land to build on, I should be good. I could always do the rest of this later. But as for right now, let me go ahead and collect the materials that I do have at my disposal. And I think I'll do that in a little bit of a time lapse. And once I'm back, we can kind of walk through building this cabin. So after a little while, I have gathered up all these materials here on like the bottom half of this chest. Sadly, I don't have too many blocks at my disposal right now, but I'm just gonna try to make do with what I have. It would be awesome if like a wandering trader could spawn. Hello, please help me out. I actually do have a couple emeralds though, obviously from looting the villages. I think I have like 8. Yeah, so I could totally buy a sapling. If a wandering trader were to spawn, like right now. Alright, sorry, I'm just trying to just put this out into the universe. Just manifest this wandering trader who's right here. Alright, that's my last attempt. Doesn't look like I could get those gold blocks still. I was kind of wandering over this way. I'm gonna try it though. I want to see, maybe now that the polar bear has grown up, it won't kill me? Did you forget? Maybe? That, like, I hit you a couple times? Hey, dude. Are we good? I think we're good. Wait. Oh. Oh. I think we're good. Hello. Yep. Don't mind me. Cool. Alright, I'll let the family back to it. But, I should probably have enough materials now to at least, you know, get a good start on this build. Admittedly, I probably won't have enough to finish it. I'm not anticipating, like, this build's gonna be too big, but I always, literally, like, almost every time I build anything, I underestimate how many materials I actually need. I typically try to make a pretty small, like, starter house, and it ends up being bigger than I think. Then I need, like, way more materials. Oh, I also have some stone smelting. Let me actually grab that. About 1.5 stacks of stone as well. Gotta be careful, because obviously I don't have silk touch yet. So my current idea for this build is to have some kind of like stone foundation that the cabin is sitting on. Then, of course, I want spruce wood to be like the main wall block, but it's gonna be like oriented like this. And then probably stripped for the most part. I'm gonna try to work in some of the regular spruce logs as well, just to add some like texture variation. But I want it to mainly be stripped wood, oriented just like this. And then for the roof block, we're going to be using deep slate, and it'll be textured as well with the different types of deep slate. And it'll probably be stairs for the most part. I was looking up some like log cabin designs, like just in real life, and a lot of them have just very simple, just pointed roofs. You guys are interrupting my commentary. That's so rude. But not normally like the types of roofs I'm used to building. I normally make mine like swoop up really high. At least lately on my like forever survival world, every roof has been like super tall peaked one. But these are going to be a little bit smaller. Probably just be like stair blocks until I get to the middle. I'm going to try to keep it fairly simple. But this should look nice. Should fit the aesthetic pretty well. I'm hoping I can texture up this spruce wood pretty well. I mean, I have like spruce planks, obviously, I can break in every so often. I also just have like the regular spruce logs, maybe like in some darker like corners of the build. That could kind of work. I have a very small amount of dark oak wood as well. Where is that? We have 9. Could strip a little bit of that, mix it in with this regular spruce texture. That could look pretty cool. I don't know just yet. I think I'll probably focus on just getting the shape down, and then I'll come back through with all the decoration. But let me take care of these idiots, and then I can start placing down some blocks. I guess let's add to the ominous banner collection. Why did... Alright. Just kind of looking around a little bit, seeing exactly which way I want this building to face. I'm thinking the front door will lead me out this way. I think that'll be the best view. So with that in mind, let me throw down some blocks so we can actually get like a little blueprint of how big this thing's going to be. This is kind of what I was talking about before, where I feel like I just go too big with some of these builds. This is what I've mapped out so far, and I'm worried it might be a little bit too big. I think I might rock with it though. I kind of like the shape. And I'm envisioning like the entrance will be like right here-ish. Let me actually bring this over one more block though, because the way it stood before, it was an even number on this length here. Now it's odd, so there's 5 blocks across in the middle here. And then we can make this just like the little entrance room you walk into, and then the rest of the house will be in this like big rectangle. Now I'm gonna run through and throw some stone and some andesite into this, just to texture it a little bit more. My favorite way to texture is to keep like the blocks that are touching consistent. And what I mean by that is everywhere I have andesite, I'm gonna make sure that there's stone touching it. And then everywhere that I have stone, make sure that there's cobblestone touching it. I don't want to go from the cobblestone straight to the andesite. That could probably work, but I think if you keep things consistent throughout the entire build, it looks way more intentional. Like, it doesn't look as random then, you know? Like, it looks like the build has just been weathering away or whatever effect you're going for, and I misplaced a piece of regular stone. That's annoying. But all I'm trying to say is that I've noticed my builds turn out way better when I texture like this. It doesn't look too drastically different, but I like this a lot more than, you know, just cobblestone. And the rest of this stone here will be used for the chimney. I could also work in a little bit of light gray wool. I don't know if I'm going to do this, but I have the light gray wool here to, like, be an even brighter highlight to the andesite, you know? That does look pretty nice, actually. So let me see if I can actually work this in a couple spots. So the light gray wool really didn't change that much, but I like the way it looks. We just have it in, like, 3 different sections. And I can still use some of this light gray wool for some carpet on the inside. I'm going to put the rest of the stone blocks away, and now we're going to move to the walls, which of course are going to be out of stripped spruce wood. I've actually thought of a different idea here. Instead of only having the stripped spruce logs, let me try something out. I'm thinking of throwing a row of upside down spruce stairs, just like this. And then on top of this, again, throw another row of the logs. And we kind of use this pattern all the way up. Okay, that looks kind of cool, actually. Oh, I just got a great idea. I was a little bit worried about these side walls. Like, I wasn't sure how these were going to work, but what if I just, like, alternate this pattern on the side walls? And then I could potentially extend the logs this way, too. And then let me do the same over here just to keep it symmetrical. I'm considering extending the logs like this as well. Like, maybe I could do that and then throw some stairs in between? Am I actually doing something cool? Oh, I might be. Oh, I might actually be doing something pretty cool. That adds some depth to the build as well. All right, let me let me rock with this for a little while, and then I'll be back once I get all these walls in. This is what I have at the moment, and I think it looks pretty cool. Though, I feel like I have to make it maybe like 1 block taller all the way around. This left side just looks a little bit too, like, stubby. So let me do that real fast, actually. Still feel like it looks a little weird, but I'm gonna trust the process. We're just gonna roll with it. Maybe once I put the windows and the roof and stuff on, it'll start looking a lot better. I'm going to start working on that roof now, though, where the majority of the blocks going to be deep slate. I'm also gonna throw in some tuff. Could throw in some stone or cobblestone after that, maybe, but I don't think I'll go that far. I kind of just want to have some tuff in some spots, just to kind of like have a highlight, make it look a little bit degraded. I think it'll actually suit this build really well. This roof might be a little bit tricky though, so this is going to take some trial and error. This roof is going to be weird though, because I don't know where to start it. I'm kind of worried if I started all the way out here, it might be too big. But let me put this up and see what it looks like. What I'm going to do though is use some spruce as like the underside of all these stairs. Like normally I would build up using just the deep slate. The deep slate would be like this upside down stair as well. But I noticed that in a lot of the cabins I was looking at, there was like a wood layer on the roof and it looks like they just kind of laid a sheet down over top or something. So I'm going to try to emulate that here. All right, then that'll look something like this. Oh, that looks decent actually. I feel like that's actually not too big. I think this can work. I think this can actually work pretty well. So I'm just going to throw down all of the deep slate blocks that I have in no particular order at the moment. And then, like always, I can come back through and break them down to texture a little bit more. So I just threw down a couple layers here of the deep slate stairs, and I'm going to take a little bit of this away here because I want to start working in this tuff. I just got to figure out how I want to do this. I think maybe the tough brick stairs would probably blend the best, right? Because it's kind of the same texture here. And then I think the final piece of tuff being just like the regular tuff will look pretty decent too. Yeah, that works. That works pretty well, actually. Don't know if I'm going to use any of these polished tuff stairs, but that's fine. I'm pretty much completely out of deep slate right now, but the roof is coming along actually pretty well. I decided to extend like a log all the way at the top. I think that looks pretty cool. Well, okay, it's not actually extended all the way through, but it's going to give the illusion that it is. I might actually like bump the log up like one more block. That might look a little bit better if you can actually see the whole thing going all the way across. But let me go hop back into the mines real fast and just gather up a little bit more deep slate. I do want to go through and just light up this cave a little bit more because I didn't really do the best job at doing this earlier. I think I only had like 5 torches when I was down here and gathering up materials earlier. I don't really want to explore too much though. Oh, there's more diamonds. That's awesome. Okay, I don't want to go too deep because this cave gets massive. Let's see, we got 1 diamond, 2 diamonds. Any more? No, but that is enough for a diamond pickaxe. Okay, that's massive, because we have that 1 diamond back at home still. I keep getting too distracted. I came down here to get deep slate, and I just keep seeing things. A little bit of redstone right there. But I'm kind of going through and just blocking off all of the, like, exits to this little branch of the cave that I'm in, because this connects up to, like, that huge cave in so many different ways. And I'm just really worried that I'll be collecting deep slate and then a creeper will just blow up right behind me. I'm just going to collect up this deep slate until my second iron pickaxe that I have breaks. I don't know if I'll need that much, but it's fine. I mean, I'll use this in the future for sure. All right, both of my iron pickaxes broke, and I have nearly 5 stacks of deep slate. That should be plenty to finish off this roof. Oh, also, since the last time I played, I installed like this cool fog mod. And look, dude, that looks cool. That looks so good. I don't know how well you can see this, obviously, because of, like, YouTube compression and whatnot. But, like, before I had no fog, like another mod called no fog installed. I like that just for, like, the nether. The nether fog is awful, I feel like, in vanilla Minecraft. So the no fog mod, I think, helps a lot. But I think having some fog in the overworld is really nice. The mod I downloaded is called Simple Fog Control, and these are the settings I'm using. I got these from Wombat. I mentioned him in my last video, I believe. But he recently started a hardcore series, and he said in a recent episode that he's using this fog mod as well. And, you know, I just really like the vibe of his world. I think it looks really cool, so figured I would download it for myself. You can kind of even see here, like, in the overworld, just looking around, there's a little bit of fog on the horizon. But, like, you can kind of just see, like, back here, like, you can see a tree all the way back there that's just kind of barely visible through the fog. I think that looks sick. I've seen a lot of clips lately of speedrunners, like, making staircases really fast. Or like bridging across really fast. Here we go. I'm gonna make a staircase up to here. Very fast. Watch this. Here we go. Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh, I almost did it. I did it like twice. And it's done. Running into a little bit of a hiccup with this section. It's a little awkward. Look at me. I'm chilling. But yeah, it's a little awkward back here. I think what I probably should have done is extended this main rectangle out to like here. That would have solved this problem. I think that's probably the easiest plan of action right now. And this is exactly why many YouTubers plan their builds out entirely before they build them. I am not one of those YouTubers. So oftentimes that kind of comes back to bite me, but it's fine. I like playing the game this way. Yeah, okay, so I definitely think this looks a lot better now. I could even extend this out more, but I think I like this length. The roof is at least now all filled in, so that's nice. But there's still a little bit more that I want to do to it. And in order to accomplish my ideas, I need a few different variants of spruce. So I'm thinking we can make this like beam that's sticking out of the middle just look a little bit more interesting. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea if this looks any good. I was just trying to be weird. It's definitely something. I don't know, man. It's giving like Viking a little bit, which I don't hate. Like, it's kind of cool. We're in a snowy biome. Viking style would sort of work. It's like a Viking meets log cabin kind of vibe. And I feel like I don't entirely hate it. I'll move on to some other aspect of the house, and then I'll check back in on this in like a couple days. If I still like it in a couple days, I'll probably end up keeping it, but there's definitely a chance that this changes. The house is definitely coming together though. And of course there's more of these guys. They just continuously bother me. Now that they're taken care of for the third time, I do want to figure out some type of like window design for this, and this might be a little bit hard because I don't really want to make the window design out of spruce. I could use deep slate, kind of fit in with the roof there, but I'm just worried it'll look too plain. Now I'm pretty sure I made all my deep slate into stairs, so bear with me for a second. That looks awful. let me try some walls. For the time being, I'm using tough. Just so I can see if this is good or not. I feel like this could have some potential. I just need to figure out a way to connect the walls up to these stairs. Could theoretically just do this, which actually doesn't look too bad. Or I could also just inset the windows one block, because then this way I should be able to keep the stairs like this. I actually quite like that for the windows. I think it would just look a lot better if I had deep slate there instead. So, let me go back down underground once more and grab some deep slate. I'm kind of mad that I made all of the deep slate I gathered a little bit ago into stairs. In an effort to kind of like break up all of my talking in this video, like I feel like I've been going on for a really long while building this thing. I'm gonna do a super sick like editing transition that only the absolute utmost professional YouTubers can accomplish. All right, it's time to take the first nap in the brand new house. Man, this interior is really empty. I think I'm gonna work on this between episodes. I don't really feel like doing this on camera at the moment. I'm really bad at working on interiors, so I think between episodes is probably my best bet. But I do think the exterior of the build is completed. So let me show you the final product in a little bit of free cam action. Look at it. I think I like it. I think it's pretty good. It's a decent attempt at like my first log cabin, you know? I like how the chimney turned out. I think the shape of the chimney is really cool. I like the use of the walls in there. The roof I think looks pretty cool, like the texturing on the roof. Still a little bit indifferent about like the little funky beam going all the way across, but gonna let it rock. I am just now noticing though, why is this not symmetrical? Like the window isn't lined up with this part that swoops down right here. I don't know. I'll work on that here in a second. Maybe I just have to move it over a block or so. But yeah, I'm all right with this build. I think it's a good start to like the build style I'm kind of going for. I think I'll probably be able to, you know, get better at this as I go. I like what the windows look like with the white stained glass and having like the tough and the deep slate inset one block. I think that looks pretty cool. I was able to work in a little bit of regular spruce logs, and also I used the dark oak that we had. I made them all into stairs and a couple fences, or not a couple fences, a couple signs as well, just to kind of like darken up some of the corners and some of the pieces that would be like under the most shade. All in all, I think it's okay. I would love to get your feedback in the comments though. What do you guys think of the starter house? And let me actually toss on some shaders with it as well. There we go. Look at it in all its glory. I hope you guys enjoyed the build. But I'm looking to build in this exact build style in this whole area. Make a little, like, Viking-ish village, I guess, is kind of what I'm gravitating towards. Viking log cabin village. I think that could be pretty cool. I will work on the interior, though, between episodes, like I just said. I started, you know, a little bit of a chest room over here. I'm just kind of, like, imagining where things are going to go. Chest room over here, bedroom back here. I also need to, actually, I'll probably move my bed over to this corner because this is where the chimney is. So I'll probably put, like, a fireplace in this area, maybe a couple furnaces in there to actually make it functional. Maybe have a kitchen in this little area. Have a few other furnaces, like blast furnaces and stuff, like smokers, all that fun stuff. We can have like a little crafting station right when you walk in. I'll make this whole area completely functional. Try to have a balance between functionality and like aesthetics. So I'll do my best here in between episodes. Also, I'll move everything inside. This is such a pain. I have so much just random junk in these chests now. But I'll get it all moved in. It'll look all nice. Probably in the thumbnail picture, it'll all be gone. But this was a very successful first episode in this snow-only world, if you ask me. We got a starter house, got a full set of iron armor. That was like my main 2 goals I mentioned, but then also we got like a pretty good food source. We're breeding up the pigs here. I was trying to do it as often as I could as I was building the house. And also we got 3 diamonds, which is certainly not bad for the first episode. Please let me know what you think of the house in the comment section. Be as critical as you'd like. I can take it. Actually, I don't know if I can. Okay, don't be too mean. All right, I tried pretty hard on this. But thanks one final time for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.